Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we want to discuss the infamous 60-second option. Um, is it something that we should be doing? Does it work? When's the time to do it, if we should do it at all? And what are the pros and cons to it? So, um, I want to say, in particular with our system, um, 60-second options, as I understand, or as I came to find out, Marcus World does use 60-second options. And I don't know why I didn't discover that before. I don't know if I was as thorough as I should have been with the system, or if it was added later, or if I just pretty much overlooked it psychologically because I was, always against 60-second options. But lo and behold, Marcus World does have 60-second options, and I've been spending the last few days doing some research on their 60-second options, a feature, and basically, using specifically the same principles we use in our trading systems. I found that they work about the same. And I find that interesting, and it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's completely caused me to turn my or change my position about 60-second options, but in particular with our strategy and system, and with some of the issues that have come up with using our systems, I can see many pros to 60-second options. And just to quickly address some of the issues, time management is one of them. Our system, it does have some issues, some of which relate to low amount of trading volume plus time. And we know that time is a precious commodity like any other resource, that, we exchange our time for resources and money and time with our family, whether it's not even a financial matter of time, it could be, spending time with our families and things like that. But we need time, and when we give it up, we're losing in some other area. So, of course, if we're using something like a 60-second option, we're cutting our time tremendously, and potentially making the same amount of money. So, so what does that mean? Does that mean we should do 60-second options? I guess the answer is yes and no. I guess the yes is going to depend primarily on your particular situation. A lot of people who've had questions for me about trading, some of which has been, hey, I work all day, I just can't sit up here and trade all day, and when I come home in the evening, maybe I do have a little bit of time to do a little bit of trading, but I only have so much time to spend with the wife, the kids, the family. So in a case like that, if you just have a very limited amount of time to trade in a situation like that, and this is the only way you're going to trade, then 60 seconds may be a viable option for you. It may be, as well as, some of the findings I'm coming out with is seemingly to match the results of our other trading strategies, but I think that's only because of how our trade situation is designed. It's designed to take several trades to, basically use them as one trade. And so in that regard, it might be, a little bit more usable. But in addition to that, I would also highly recommend that you do increase the amount you're trading with as well, because as you're reducing the time, cutting in half, that means you're actually doing a lot more trades than usual. And we know that the more trades you do on a ratio basis, you're going to increase the chance of losing, in our probability scale models and things like that. So that's something to pay attention to as well. I would recommend, though, if you did use 60-second options specifically with our situation, that you keep the same percentage gains that we've described per session. That's using two 2% to 5% per trading session, per major trading session. And if you're using the the pound over the Japanese yen or the pound over the US dollar, specifically with the pound over the Japanese yen, we know that the European, going into the European session, the hours of like 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is going to be a situation that creates a less pip movement for the pound over the yen. Which is a currency pair I've been sticking with, for right now, and it's been doing pretty well. If that changes, I'll let you all know. Those are some of my major thoughts with 60-second options. And I've only tested this on the Marcus World system. Other systems like Nadex that I recommend. My thoughts on the Nadex is that I personally would stick with the week-long options for the Nadex contracts. It's just structured differently. There's an entire different situation with the Nadex than what you have with Marcus World. So, basically you have to be mindful of that. But again, guys, I have done some trades over the last few days. These are some I did today. And, one of these trades, well, I can't really count if you see me cross over from April 17th to April 18th. And I had to stop yesterday, take care of some things, in my practice rounds. But you can see that I was still able to clear the trade at position 6, when I got up to position 6. But that was a continuation from yesterday, and we try to get all our trades into one trade done on one day. And I always say that if you're watching my videos for the first time, sometimes you might come in and as we're kind of going in order with certain strategies, you may not understand certain things we're talking about, and so you can go back and you can watch our trading playlist, and you can kind of start from the beginning and really get full understanding of how this works. And I invite you all to do that. But yeah, guys, those are my thoughts on it. If you're going to go on in minute options, if you're just really busy, also I just want to say, listen, guys, if you got a full-time job where you can't do this but you want to do this, I mean, even if you're getting in one trading session, it could be the 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time going into the Asian trading session. If you're getting 2 to 5% per day, guys, after spending maybe, if you're doing it with a 60-second option and you're spending like 5 minutes, a day to get 2 to 5%, return on your dollars per day. I mean, I think that's still pretty good, and you've only lost about 5 minutes of your day. So that's something that can be quite advantageous for you if you're going to do 60-second options. But again, guys, I will only advise 60-second options in those particular situations, or if you just want to grow your account double time, double the speed, you can look into this. It all depends on how ambitious and aggressive you want to be. But if those aren't things that are pressing concerns for you, if you just want to experiment with this, or just supplement your income with this, or grow a little something on the side to retirement or what have you, then I would advise you just stick with things other than 60-second options. But it is available here at Marcus World. I don't know how I managed to miss it. Again, I think I may have mentally just blotted it out because I was against them, for so long anyway. But after testing them out, doing some stuff with them here, specifically with our strategy on the Marcus World system, at this point, I can't really see a large difference between 60-second options and your standard minute options. I say things under 15, under 30 minutes or so. So that's all I wanted to say about that, guys. In this particular episode, if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I will try to answer them as soon as possible. And until next time, guys, take care.